What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, we got the biggest Scream 7 news we could have, I guess, hoped for, asked for, wanted, all of those things, and it's Neve Campbell's return. Now, I guess you could talk about the Melissa and Jenna thing, and trust me, we'll get there in this video, but I want to go over just the base news first, and it's that Neve Campbell is coming back. She rarely uses social media. Right? She's got Instagram, but she doesn't use it all that often, and she's the one who posted it herself, and she says she's coming back, and we're going to read, specifically what she says, but you have Kevin Williamson being the director, which was rumored. That was definitely a rumor that, hey, this might be the last one. This might be the last one with Neve. And it's like, well, why don't you, would that work? And I'm sure we'll ask ourselves that question as time goes on. Is this going to work with him being the director? I think it probably will. But it's probably a discussion, we'll have over the next little while. So let's read it. So we get the picture from her Instagram that's just flat out untitled Scream 7, written by Guy, story by James and Guy. We'll talk about that shortly. Directed by Kevin Williamson and produced by Project X Entertainment. And it's also from literally today. And then her actual post. Hi all, I'm so excited to announce this news. Sidney Prescott is coming back. It's always been such a blast and an honor to get to play Sidney in the Scream movies. My appreciation for these films and for what they have meant to me has never waned. I'm very happy and proud to say I've been asked in the most respectful way to bring Sidney back to the screen, and I couldn't be more thrilled. Well, actually, I could. While I've been so incredibly lucky to make these films with both the Master of Horror Wes and the wonderfully talented Matt and Tyler team, I've dreamt for many years of how amazing it would be to make one of these movies with Kevin Williamson at the helm, and now it's happening. Kevin Williamson is going to direct Scream 7. This was his baby, and it's his brilliant mind that dreamt up this world. Kevin is not just an inspiration as an artist, but has also been a dear friend for many years. To the amazing Scream fans, I hope you are as excited as I am. See you on set at Kevin Williamson. So, it's powerful. I got to be honest. The biggest thing, of course, that stands out to me is that she was asked in the most respectful way, right? Which to me, look, we've speculated, and she talks, she talks in these interviews, she talks in conventions. So I wonder if she would ever go into a little bit more detail with that. And maybe that happens, maybe it doesn't. But I imagine they probably caved. I really don't think she would have taken this job if they weren't going to pay her like the amount she wanted. So she probably got that. And then I imagine they apologized / tried to work with her. There's people out there saying look, there's been so many rumors. In fact, wasn't one of the most recent rumors that Neve wasn't coming back, that they were going to do an all-new cast. So there's been so many Scream 7 rumors. If you noticed, I kind of backed off. I've talked about some of them, but basically it became an every week thing. There was just so many of them. I think a lot of them were just not true at all. And it was just people kind of going for it right in this time of silence. But there have been rumors, again, to throw it out there, that she tried to get Melissa back. And I don't know if it's just Melissa not wanting to come back or whatever. There's been rumors that they've had, meetings with Melissa, or they've wanted to have meetings. But honestly, there's been so many rumors. I don't know which ones I can trust, which ones I can't trust. So maybe it's just best to kind of ignore all that. Although Melissa did say right a few days ago at that convention that she absolutely wants to come back and will come back as Sam as soon as Spyglass sells the rights. And I think it could be coming. I think you do Scream 7, you sell it, and then, maybe Melissa comes. But now it's not just on Melissa. Now it's if you want her as the creative team. Now it's if you want Sam and Melissa to come back. Okay, so here's the deal. I am excited. Bringing Neve Campbell back is a huge win. There's really no other way of looking at it. I think everybody that I've personally seen online has at the very least been excited about that, right? Even if this next part, that we'll talk about isn't the case, they absolutely are happy for Neve, and it seems like there's some joy out there that she's coming back and that, again, maybe they paid her, all that jazz. We have a choice to make, okay? Everybody's got a choice to make. Now, let me just say it, and I'm sure, oh my God, I'm sure this is going to be a conversation we have for the next year and a half. I don't think you're the villain of this story if you choose or not choose to see the movie, okay? Let me just say that super controversial take right now. If you don't want to see the movie, I totally get it. If you want to see the movie, I totally get it. I'll tell you personally, I'll be covering it. I'll be watching it. Am I pleased with what happened? No. We've all bent our moral compass a little bit already with Neve Campbell in 6. And I know the drama and the rightful, I'd say, drama, with Melissa and all them. Again, I get it. I have some counters if people want to call me out, but at the same time, I want to come at this right now as my kind of opening statement. And again, I'm sure we'll talk about it many, many more times. I respect your right to see a movie or not see a movie. It's entertainment. If you don't want to see it and you don't want to see it for a specific reason, that's totally cool by me, okay? Don't come at me. I won't come at you. And I think that's a really good place, at least for now. And I'd say I back that up all the time with games, primarily, right? I cover a lot of games. If you don't like a game, you like a game, I'm not going to come at you. You don't come at me, right? And if you want to, then I guess I have some more things to say. But I'll leave that to myself for right now, and we'll just see kind of how the public responds. I'll say, honestly, the response has been excitement for Neve, but a whole lot of I'm not seeing the movie, or a whole lot of I'm conflicted of if I should see the movie or not. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's expected. I think it's their own fault. You can't blame, and that's a thing I would like to throw out here. You can't really blame anybody but them. You're not Neve, but you can't really blame anybody but Spyglass, but those executives that made the decision for to get rid of Melissa. At the end of the day, it's on them. It's not really on us. Now, I guess we choose to support or not support, but we didn't cause the situation to happen, right? So I am excited. I think Kevin Williamson is a good choice, and I'll be honest though, it's probably the last choice. I mean, you had Matt and Tyler, then you lost them, and you bring in Chris Land, and then you lose him, and so clearly Kevin was not in their top, choices, plural, because he was like third on the list, or technically fourth if you count Matt and Tyler as two separate people, which I guess they are, right? But it is interesting. It's definitely interesting. And then Guy, look, I know we all have some problems with the writing. I think it's James, though, that people don't like the writing of the most. And, to the comment I made earlier, looking at, story by and whatnot. So I guess the word on the street is Guy, he gets it as the main and only writer, being that, and James, I guess, being credited because some of the script is the same as what it was. So that part is him, and then Guy basically did, and I think this is a rumor, I don't know if this is confirmed, and Guy did basically the rewriting, and so he gets, I've heard Guy talk in interviews, and he seems like a smart guy. Again, I know people have problems with the writers, and I totally get it, but, at least it's good to have Neve back. Kevin being the director is an interesting one for sure, and we'll just see where this all goes. So, look, it's the most positive news you're going to get in the last, 6 months. November, right? So I guess it's weirdly enough, it's really only been, 5 months since it all happened. It feels like it's been 10 years, but this is the best news I think we've gotten so far, and it might be the best news we get, period, because it can definitely get better from here. I guess it could also get worse depending on who's brought back and how good the movie is, and then, of course, the drama online. And like I said, that's not going to stop. That's certainly just going to start getting kicked off right now. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.